Oh, we're live. We are live. We are live. We are live. I'm making sure I'm sharing it via my phone. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to Virtual Bedtime Stories. Thank you to Burst Into Books for allowing us to come once again to read you all a bedtime story. And we're live. There we go. There we go. I'm just sharing it to my groups. And then we'll get started. As you all may or may not know, it is April. Uh-oh, I'm messing up here. It is April. And April is Autism Awareness Month, as we're wearing our Autism Awareness t-shirts. My name is Tamara. This is
Xavier.
And your name is?
Terrell.
Terrell is my 21 going on 22-year-old son who happens to have autism. He was diagnosed at 2.5 years of age in 2002. There we go. Have a seat, Xavier. So he is joining Xavier and I tonight. Before we get started, the book we're going to read is called Autism Is. I wanted to find a short book for 30 minutes, but I wanted to highlight some books and some authors before we moved on in honor of Autism Awareness Month. We have Carter and Ryder. It's the story by T.M. Spivey. So if you want to get books to read to your younger family members or older to educate them about autism, this one is from the perspective of a sibling. Carter and Ryder, My Little Brother Has Autism. We also have My Brother Charlie, written by Holly Robinson Peete and Ryan Elizabeth Peete, which is her son who has autism. Ryan's his twin sister. So this is also from a sibling's point of view and a parent. And I forgot his name. Uh-oh.
Charlie?
No, his name's not Charlie. RJ. There we go. RJ. And then I wanted to spotlight
My Brother Charlie.
It's a book, Xavier. So I also wanted to highlight, I had to print them out because I don't have my books yet, but I will have them this week. Come Meet Drayden is by Dana Young Escu. I hope I pronounced your last name right. And this is about her son. I want to make sure I'm correct. Drayden. Come Meet Drayden. I will put all these books on my page when we're done. And then newly released Awesome Girl by Carla A. Moultrie is available on Amazon. Her book came out, was it last week? I think so. Hopefully they're watching and they can give me the correct information. I literally had to run somewhere and run back and get ready. So I'm prepared but not prepared. All right, but we're going to get started. I will have Terrell, if he's speaking low, I'll prompt him to speak a little louder. This is his first time joining us. So here we go. Autism Is. Now, the author is of, I believe, German descent, so I cannot pronounce her name. I do know it's a woman, but her name is a little hard for me to pronounce. I'm just being honest. But this book, we got it from Amazon. Autism Is. Okay. So we're going in age order. I guess I'm the eldest since I had these two. This is dedicated, it says, for Logan, who one day asked, Autism Is. While talking to her friend one day, I heard my grandma talk and say that I was just the greatest lad and that it's autism that I had. Come on.
She talked some more, and again, I heard it used that mysterious autism. But now, what I'm wondering, could this be my grandma said was part of me?
And I'll go behind him quickly. She talked some more, and again, I heard her use that mysterious autism word. Now, what I wonder, could this be my grandma said was part of me? Oh, we show the pages. This is grandma talking about, I'm off. There we go, talking to the lad. Xavier?
Yes.
Come on.
I pulled her sleeve and she bent down and asked me why I wore a frown. She knew that something was amiss when I shouted, "Autism is." She smiled and told me not to worry or get into a great big flurry. That night, before I'd go to bed, she would explain. Here's what she said.
Okay. So he said to his mom, autism is, shrug of the shoulders. What is autism? You have a very special brain that can move faster than a train. It tells your body to move about, so you will spin and jump and shout.
Yeah.
So he's that.
Yeah.
And for those who are familiar, those things are related to what's called stemming, STEMMING. True.
Because moving fast is so much fun in of you go for another one. Your friend seems signals to your ear. So the sentence
Mom first. Tiniest.
Tiniest little sounds you hear.
Because moving fast is so much fun, and off you go for another run. Your brain sends signals to your ears, so the tiniest little sounds you hear.
She gets double reading.
Hey, that's what moms do. Your turn.
Your eyes see more than I can see and never miss any ant or bee. Your brain just loves to learn to read. Yeah. And remembers words like centipede. Centipede.
It wants to learn and understand, so you explore things without end. Sometimes you get a little tired because your brain has been so wired. And we hear Terrell sometimes at 1 or 2 in the morning walking through the house. So that is a brain that is just going and going and going. And eventually he gets some rest.
From all you see and hear and do in all the money in something too, you might start spending night on the ground or make a great big yelling sound.
From all you see and hear and do, and all the running and jumping too. You might start spinning, lie on the ground, or make a great big yelling sound.
It's how it is. That's how it is. You let me know. You need a calm, safe place to go. Your brain works in a different way from friends at school, but it's okay.
But what?
But that's okay.
Somebody saying words that's not there. All right. All kids are different. That's a fact. And this is just the way you act. So now you know nothing's amiss, because that's just what autism is. Xavier, calm down. It's distraction. It's a distraction. Sometimes I wonder. Oh, that's the end of the book. And this book was about her 6-month-old grandson, Logan. He was diagnosed in 2009. And I'm going to learn how to pronounce her name. So we have 20 minutes left. So we actually did have another book. I want to quickly again shout out the authors. Awesome Girl on Amazon, Carla A. Moultrie. And again, I'll put this on my page. And then we have Come Me Drayden by Dana Young Askew. I actually bought one of her candles too for autism awareness. I'm ordering my books this week, ladies. And again, my brother Charlie. and Carter and Ryder. And I'm sure there are more, but these are the ones, the two that we have, and the two that we're going to, the three that we have, and the two that we're going to get. So since we have 20 more minutes, we'll read one more story. This is highlighting Crystalline Sanders Diggs.
Where my hands go.
And this book is called Where Hands Go, An Introduction to Safe and Unsafe Touch. I think this is very important. We have some of our kids at home for spring break. And at this day and age, we should be having certain discussions with our children about, how can I say, what's proper and improper touching from other people, especially strangers. So where hands go. I couldn't get the word out, Xavier. Where hands go, an introduction to safe and unsafe touch. And this is by Crystalline Sanders Diggs.
No, I said, why did you say that?
Okay. Let's go.
I think you just skipped the page.
I love Xavier forgets we're live. Calm down. I love my mom so much. She is the best. Love the illustration. Let's start getting my nails done before we do these.
She takes care of me and always puts me first.
She takes care of me and always puts me first. Make sure I'm getting those pictures are beautiful.
Every night at bath time, she recites a poem to teach me about my body and for
Speak
me
up,
to
please.
learn about touches that are bad and those that are good, making sure that I know all that I should. This is how the poem goes.
Okay, so they recite a poem every night. I like that. All right, let's see what the poem says. Where hands go. Heads and shoulders, knees and toes. This is a poem about where hands go. It is also a poem to let me know that my body is mine and mine alone. She's reading this poem to him in the tub.
Him.
I think that's a
To
son.
her.
Okay.
It's okay when someone pets my head or helps sucks up my neck. It is okay when mommy gives me a hug and gives my cheek a little tuck.
It's okay when someone pats my head or helps roll socks up my leg. It is okay when mommy gives me a hug and gives my cheek a little tug. So here's the picture here. Right? Xavier?
But when hands begin to stray, then I should run far away. I shake my head, no, 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 before I get up and go, go, go.
I like that. Said no, no, no.
Don't touch me.
Therese, no, no, no. Shall you shake your head? No, no, no. Yep.
Don't touch me.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Keeping me safe is mommy's duty, so I will tell her whenever someone is unruly. And even when she is far away, I know that she thinks of me every day.
At the end of the appointment, I am all clean and ready for bed. My mommy tucks me in and kisses me softly on the head.
At the end of the poem, I am all clean and ready for bed. My mommy tucks me in and kisses me softly on the head.
She says goodnight and goes out the door, and I fall asleep to the sound of her feet on the floor.
Good, safe and sound. That's the end. Let's see. I just want to look at what this book talks about, what's appropriate and inappropriate, what people should and should not touch. Your children. It gives definitions of what stay and unruly mean, and a few other things. There's some questions in here to ask your children about, about what's comfortable and uncomfortable for them. It's pretty good. And again, that's Where Hands Go, an introduction to safe and unsafe touch. We have 15 minutes. What are we gonna do?
15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we can read the 2 other books.
But no, we won't have a lot of time. Let's see. We'll go to the good parts. Let's see.
The good parts. I'm not gonna read it.
Okay. This is pretty good. So we're going to the end of My Brother Charlie. We have about 15 minutes left. If we end before that, we'll go ahead and sign off. But we want to thank you all so much for joining us this evening. Xavier, Tamara, and Terrell. Okay, so I'll start it off and then I'll read 2 sentences and you. Charlie has autism, but autism doesn't have Charlie. If you ever get to meet my brother, you'll feel lucky to be his friend. He won't care if you have the coolest sneakers or if you are the best at sports. He'll just like you for who you really are. That's Charlie.
Wait, can I have a question? Didn't you say
Just keep
everyone
going.
must read 2?
Okay.
I'm present
Blessed.
to be Charlie's sister in to serve so much I come my Charlie blesses every day.
Okay, to Xavier's turn.
At the very top of my Charlie's blessings list is the love Charlie and I have for each other.
Okay.
I don't think it's 32.
You just read that part.
I just read. Oh, I read 1.
Let's see. Okay, we can do here. When we were babies, I pointed out flowers and cats and fireflies. I snuggled and giggled with Mommy on dark nights and told Mommy again and again how much I love her. So we'll let Xavier go first. Xavier?
When Charlie was different, he wouldn't play with me or kiss Mommy's cheek when she hugged me. And he didn't say, I love you. Seems those words were locked deep inside my brother.
Everyone told Mommy not to worry. He's just been a boy, they said. But Mommy knew there was something different about it. Sorry, I knew it too.
My mother was the one who actually spotted the difference with Terrell. I had no clue. As we grew older, Mommy watched Charlie very carefully. She and I could see he was struggling. Then Mommy discovered that Charlie's brain works in a special way because Charlie has autism.
It's harder for Charlie to make friends or show his feelings or stay safe. One doctor even told Mommy that Charlie would never say, I love you. That made Mommy and me sad as fall.
So I thought we would go there to say that when you go get the diagnosis, that's sometimes what you hear. But as myself and a lot of, no, I was just told to get him into therapy. Okay, I think we'll stop there. But again, so we're going to close out with 10 minutes left to spare, but we are.
Someone gets extra time.
Somebody gets extra time, but that was an excerpt from our brother Charlie. Again, we read Where Hands Go, an introduction to safe and unsafe touch. We read Autism
Ooh,
Is.
table talk.
We highlighted Come Meet Drayden. I'm ordering my book this week. Highlighted Awesome Girl. Awesome Girl. Which we never see too many books about little girls, so it's pretty cool to see.
We just
Because
read a
more,
book about a
I
little
think the
girl.
higher rate of autism with boys than it is with girls. That's probably why. And last but not least,
We just read a
is
book about a
Carter
girl.
and Ryder. We'll do one page from here and then we'll sign off. I know, I'll read this and we'll be done. Ryder's speech has gotten a little better. He has learned many new words. Most of them still do not come out right, but that's okay because he is doing much better around people. We all understand him much better, but now he wears his noise protection headphones more because he says the noise around him hurts his ears and makes his head hurt. So mom had to find something to protect his hearing from the loud noise around him. Mom and Dad got us a new dog named Meech, and I think Meech helps Ryder a lot because he is our protector. Meech thinks he's the big brother now. Meech is such a good dog because he loved playing with us. He would drag Ryder down the hallway by his pants legs, and we would laugh so hard. We couldn't tell Meech to stop. It was just so funny. Meech is one of the best dogs in the world. He is perfect for me and Ryder. I'll let you finish it off, Xavier. And sometimes I've heard that pets actually help children with autism. We haven't gotten a pet yet. We have family pets, but they drive Terrell crazy. I think it's because they're very busy. All right, Xavier, you want to close it out? And again, we're just reading an excerpt from Carter and Ryder. My little brother has autism.
This is really the story about my little brother Ryder. When this all happened, Ryder was 4 years old and I was 5. Just a kid myself. Mommy later told us that me and Ryder would be big brothers, and I was so happy because I knew that meant right away. But I wonder if Ryder would be as good of a big brother as I am one day.
Well, let Terrell finish it off. Okay, Terrell.
My brother is special to my family and we didn't know he would be a little different in what he does, but this doesn't make any difference. We are love him, and that's what matters.
You can't read all of this, Xavier.
I don't want to.
All right, so we are going to log off. And all of these are basically about, well, again, I've told you all the names. So please support these authors and educate yourselves and your children. So when they see someone that may be a little different from them, even though you've seen Xavier's been moving the whole time. Yeah, so that could be thought of as being different. Why is this kid moving around so much? So
rude.
So instead of hush, Xavier. Instead of staring and wondering, it is most of us are okay with you just asking about our children, and it gives us an opportunity to make you all aware. Not just in April, which again is Autism Awareness or Autism Acceptance Month, but every day that you encounter someone that is a little different from what you are normally used to. All right, we're gone. So have a great and safe Monday evening. We are on spring break. Everybody happy? You happy about spring break?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, happy about spring break. No school.
Yeah.
All right. Well, have a good
She
night.
has to go to work tomorrow, so
Okay.
too bad.
Just one day. And then I'm back home with the kids. Maybe I should stay home. Maybe I should go to work all week. See, okay, we're totally off the book now.
No.
We're gonna go. Have a good night.
I can
Thank you again, Jarima, and all of your team for allowing us to jump on to Burst in the Books and do a virtual bedtime story. It's time for him to go to bed. Good night. Say good night.
No, no.
Good night.
Bye.